What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Casper's Kicks once again. So today we had a couple different drops. The big one, of course, being the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones that dropped earlier today. Now, I had a feeling that drop was gonna go crazy and just be a weird drop, and it did end up being that. But I'm gonna discuss that a little later in the video. Like I said, we did have a couple different drops, or we had two drops today, and then we almost had another drop that didn't end up dropping. But besides the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones, we also got the Jackie Robinson dunks today, and we were supposed to have a shock drop on the Bart Simpson dunks. That shock drop did not end up happening. Not sure what happened, but they were actually supposed to shock drop at the exact same time that the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones went on sale today. So like I said, we did not get the Bart Simpson dunks. I'm assuming that shock drop will happen at some point. I just don't have a date right now for when that will happen. So just be prepared, be expecting a shock drop at some point of the Bart Simpson dunks. Like I said, just not sure when. Now, moving to the Jackie Robinson dunks that did end up dropping earlier today. I took L's on sneakers, of course. I don't know what's wrong with my sneakers account. I'll probably need to create a new one at this point because I don't know. But going to the Jackie Robinson dunks, so we have men's pairs and grade school pairs. So in total for the men's pairs, we have 79,049 pairs. And then for the grade school pairs, we had 23,252. So it was a healthy amount of Jackie Robinson dunks that did drop today. I'm hoping to get my hands on a pair so I can do a review over them. They look really nice, so I'm very curious to see them in person. If you did cop the Jackie Robinson dunks today, let me know if you're able to cop them in the comments below. Alright, so now let's jump back to these Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones. So, like I mentioned earlier, I was kind of a little worried about the drop just because it was on Louis Vuitton's website, and usually when you go to a different site that's not used to a mass drop or just the amount of people that will be trying to cop, stuff tends to go wrong. So stuff was going fine this morning. I was on the Louis Vuitton website. I saw the countdown timer that I saw yesterday. So I was like, okay, cool. So I was just waiting until 11 a.m. my time. So I think about 30-ish minutes before 11 a.m. my time, I started getting kicked off the Louis Vuitton page. So it started popping up with, I think I have a screenshot of it. Let me see. It said, yeah, so it said, thank you for your interest. We regret to inform you that this page is unavailable at the moment to accommodate the high traffic from the Louis Vuitton and Nike Air Force One by Virgil Abloh release. We invite you to access this page at a later time. So I found myself just refreshing every couple minutes trying to get back to the page where the queue is going to be on. And that was just all like the last 30 minutes leading up until the actual drop time of the Air Force One. So once that started, I had a feeling that this was just gonna go bad, especially with the limited amount of pairs that we already had as well. So once we got to 11 a.m. and the drop started, things were going well. And then of course, like I said, I kept getting kicked off the page. I was getting the same screenshot that I just read, the thank you for your interest screenshot. So I was just going back and forth trying to get in queue and then get back in and getting back in there. They did have a refresh timer on there, and it was every 60 seconds the page would refresh to let people in. It was just, you know, how the queue drops go. You're just kind of waiting and hoping you can eventually get in. So I was on my laptop and I was on my phone waiting, and eventually I actually ended up getting access denied on my laptop, and I guess they blocked my IP address. I really don't know why, because it was literally just on one Google Chrome tab on my laptop. So I'm not sure why they access denied me, but I was unable to get back in line on my laptop. So it went from me having two screens to me just having my phone. So I was like, okay, this is hard. Like, this is what is going on. So long story short, did I cop a pair today? No. Was I expecting to cop a pair today? No. Like I mentioned in my how to cop video that I did late last night, there were only 1,200 pairs between the US and Canada. So it was already going to be a tough cop trying to get a pair of these if you really wanted them. So like I said, I was not really surprised. I think all in all, the drop lasted around 2 hours or so. So literally, like, I just really sat around for 2 hours not doing anything, waiting to see if I was going to be able to cop. But like I said, y'all know how these queue drops go. It's always the same. It's just a wait and see if you can actually get in. Now, one thing that I did see while I was waiting in queue, I did get a different screen, and it said processing your request. If this page doesn't refresh, automatically resubmit your request. And then it had a countdown timer on there, and I believe it was a 30-second countdown timer. So I was curious. I was like, okay, does this mean I'm actually getting to the next step? But by the time it would get to 0 and I would let it sit for a little bit, nothing would happen. So I would refresh the page and it would just put me back in queue. And I did see a couple different people had the same thing happen to them, where they got the countdown timer and it got to 0 and then they refreshed and they were back in queue. So I'm not sure if that was actually the site actually trying to push you into the queue or further into purchase. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't see anybody that actually got past that page. So it might have just been the page trying to refresh or whatever it is, but I'm not sure. But this drop was just a weird drop. Even like going into it, we saw it go back to like the sale is about to start. The stock didn't go live right away. Stock, I think, went live like 30 minutes past 11 a.m. my time. So it was just all over the place. I kind of wish they did it on a different site, just like a site that could handle the amount of traffic that was there. But at the same time, there was just so many people actually trying to cop the shoe. Not a lot of sites will be able to handle the mass amount of people that are actually trying to cop the pairs today. Now, I did have some laughs today because a lot of people on Twitter, of course, you know how Twitter gets when stuff just goes crazy. People were making memes of stuff. They were clowning this release. So I did screenshot a couple of the memes that I did see. So I will post them up on the page as I go through. But this one says, "Thank you for your interest. We regret to inform you that you're not touching. We invite you to access this page when you have the proper credit limit." So just stuff like that. Just one person, me trying to get a bump in credit limit, thinking I'm going to cop Louis Vuitton. So it's just a bunch of different things. And then this other one I thought was funny. "The sale's been backdoored. Go away, LOL." So like I said, it was just people just clowning. And so it was just funny. Like, I know a lot of people probably went in with the same expectation as me, as this is not going to be an easy cop. And a lot of people aren't going to cop this shoe. So it just made it that much more funnier to see what people were saying about the drop. Now, after the 2 hours, I did come with the screen and said, "Thank you for your interest. Unfortunately, the Louis Vuitton and Nike Air Force One by Virgil Abloh release is now over. Stay tuned for upcoming Louis Vuitton sneaker releases." So that was the final screen that we got once the drop was over. I'm glad they let us know that the drop was over, because you could have been sitting there even longer just waiting to see if you were able to cop. Now, one thing that I did think was smart by these other companies, we actually started getting the raffles for the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha Jordan Low. Mid Louis Vuitton Air Force One dropped today. So Concepts dropped their raffle, A Mama Near dropped their raffle, and I believe Undefeated dropped their raffle as well. Now, I was able to get Undefeated's raffle, that entry in. Concepts, I could not get the raffle to load up, so I was not able to do that. And I think it was like a 30-minute raffle for Concepts, so that one I missed out on. And then the last one was A Mama Near. Still working on trying to get into that one. I think you have like a day and a half or something like that for that drop. So I'm going to go back and try later tonight and try to enter that raffle again. I tried, I think, 2 or 3 times earlier, and it just was not working for me. I've had the same issue trying to enter on I'm Near before, so I just give it some time and hopefully I can go in and enter that raffle. But it'll be a wait and see. Y'all know it's going to be tough with these Travis Reverse Mochas as well. We had the raffle on Travis Scott's website last night. I hate that raffle. I wish he would change how he does his raffle on his website, because it just seems like people don't hit. We've seen people putting up screenshots of them copying like multiple pairs off Travis's website. So I hope eventually he just one day changes that raffle, because it's absolutely terrible how he does that raffle on his website. But going back to the Louis Vuitton Air Force drop, the last thing that I did want to show, there's one person that tweeted out a screenshot of him at Costco with multiple of the laptops that they have in store, like the test laptops on the Louis Vuitton website drop. So like I said, just more people clowning the release and just having fun with it. Like I said, we all went in, I think, with the expectation that it was going to be very hard to cop this shoe. So 1,200 pairs between the US and Canada. What else can you really do? We all gave it a shot. That's all you can do. Hopefully you can cop. If not, it is what it is. We're all on to the next release. I think a lot of people are just prepared for the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mochas, which are set for Thursday. So we've had the Travis Scott website. We've had the raffles. So now the last spot and probably the best option for a lot of people to cop will be sneakers, which is, like I said, is on Thursday. So if you're going for that shoe, hopefully you're able to cop. Like I said, in regards to the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones in my how to cop video, if I can find a pair to do a review on, I will do a review on the shoe. I do want to see it in hand. I've seen people with pairs already, like that had early pairs, or not early pairs, but they were able to purchase their pair early. So I've seen a couple people wear them on feet. I know I saw 2J's video today and he had the red and white pair, and I think Mayer had the red and white pair as well. So they're out there. It's just getting your hands on them and trying to find them. So like I said, if I can find a pair and I can get them, or if I can get someone to let me borrow a pair so I can do a review on, I will happily do that review for y'all, but it'll just be a wait and see. They go for a ton of money, so it may not be something that can happen, but it's just a wait and see. I'm not pressed to get the shoe. I don't have that money to get the shoe, so it is what it is. But if you were able to cop, let me know. I know it's probably not going to be a bunch of people because it was so limited, but if you're watching and were able to cop, let me know. If you were able to cop the Jackie Robinson dunks today, let me know in regards to that as well. Let me know if you're going for the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mochas. Like I said, I would do a how to cop video, but the last place is sneakers on Thursday, so be ready on sneakers on Thursday if you're interested in copying a pair of those, and good luck on that drop. As always, appreciate y'all for stopping, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button on the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I post new content. Should have an early review dropping for y'all, I think tomorrow. I just got to record the video, so whenever I can get that done, I will drop that video for y'all. But as always, appreciate y'all for stopping in. Stay safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.